Hey guys, it's the Faceless Beanie, and in this one I'll talk you through how to best prepare for the new war update and what we can expect with it. Let's get into it. For the new war quest itself, there are several prerequisites. The first being that you'll have to have all story quests completed from War's Prize all the way to the prelude to the new war, which includes the Chimera Prologue, Era, and the Maker. You can sort story quests in your codex in this tab on the top right. Among the story quests are the Archwing quest, which will reward you with an Archwing, which is also necessary to participate in the new war. You'll get a Plexus as well, which is part of a Railjack, which we'll talk about later. If you haven't completed the second Dream quest yet, please stop here and get the quest done to avoid spoilers in 3, 2, 1. For your operator, you won't need a super fancy amp for the new war. Just ensure you at least have something better than the mode amp. If you don't know already, amp parts are obtained from Quill Onco in Cetus and Little Duck in Fortuna. Some ideal amp combinations would be the Raplak Prism, the Shraksun Scaffold, and the Lorin Brace if you don't have good enough standing with Little Duck yet. But if you do, then the Raplak Prism with the proper Scaffold and Certus Brace is probably the way to go. In addition to all the story quests, you'll have to complete the quest Rising Tide. This directly leads us to our next prerequisite, owning a Railjack. This quest basically requires you to build every part of your Railjack and eventually the whole Railjack itself. If you prefer not to grind the resources and build your own Railjack, you can simply buy a fully built one for 400 platinum from the market. If you do this, the quest will be marked as completed. Getting your Railjack battle ready can be a bit daunting, and it's highly recommended to jump into other places' Railjacks to farm for resources, Railjack mods, Railjack weapons, and Railjack components. Now, there's no point going into detail for Railjack in this video. If you're interested, I have a full guide on everything Railjack linked in the description down below that should answer most of your questions. For those of you looking for a Plexus build, here's what I currently run, which serves me just fine. And here's my Railjack build. Feel free to ask me anything in the comments down below. Finally, the last prerequisite, Necramechs. Now, you can buy these war machines for platinum from the market, or you can of course farm them. Necramech part blueprints can be purchased from the Necroloid Syndicate. Each blueprint requires a corresponding damaged Necramech part, which drops from enemy Necramechs in isolation molds. To rank up your Necroloid standing, you'll need Orokin matrices, which you can obtain from fallen enemy Necramechs, as well as completion rewards from isolation molds. Now, you can attempt isolation vaults solo or in a group. A group is recommended if you have difficulty taking down Necramechs. To take down Necramechs, the best way I can recommend is to equip a Stropha and mod it for radiation like this. Utilize its heavy fire to hit the back of the Necramech, the glowing blue spot, and its two arms. Necramechs have an ability akin to Rhino's Iron Skin, which absorbs damage and gives them armor. When this ability is active, refrain from shooting at them, or you'll be at it for a while. You can also buy Necramech parts from other players or sell them. I suggest looking up the part you want on Warframe.market. There's generally two ways to level your Necramechs up. Either head into the Orb Valleys and capture outposts, or get into a Railjack survival mission in the Vale or in Void Storms. Half an hour of either should max out your Necramech with the booster. Another great temporary way to level up your Necramechs is to take part in Thermia Fractures, a limited time event which is currently active. So, what can we expect with the new war? Well, there's the longest cinematic quest ever made for Warframe at the center of it all, with 3 new playable characters. A brand new Warframe in the form of Caliban, a sentient caster Warframe, and of course, Hero Prime access. All this and much more comes out on all platforms on December 15th. With that, I hope this helped you out. This is the Faceless Beanie signing out.